In Yakutia, -71 degrees hunts you. Every breath crystallizes into frozen diamonds. He walks alone against the storm's fury, digging shelter before night claims his life. Numb fingers stack blocks against death. One spark fights the endless cold. Firelight leaks from his fragile fortress, cleaning the rifle by dying embers. A speck crossing the frozen Lena, peering out into total white oblivion. Hoarfrost feathers grip the wolf ruff. Snow devils dance around his shadow. Iron sights search the drifting veil. Steaming meltwater touches cracked lips. Stars and Aurora watch him sleep, carving the trap with steady hands. Wind tears at him on the ridge. Eyes reflect the struggling newborn flame, setting snares along the silent stream, dragging wood through crimson sunset snow. Dawn frees him from the buried cave. Ice cracks on frozen eyelashes, walking across the cracked frozen lake, chewing raw meat in howling wind. Star trails circle the lonely fire, rising unbroken from the drift tomb, stitching fur with bone and sinew. Scope finds reindeer in the haze. Axe splits wood in blue-hour silence. Blackened fingers crave the tiny flame. Spiraling tracks in endless fresh powder, drinking snow under golden sunrise calm. Carving hooks by the dancing fire. Tiny figure against towering ice ridges. Frost grows on the cold rifle steel, testing thin ice with rifle butt. Emerging after 3 days entombed. Last block seals the dark refuge. Step by step into the whiteout. Aurora glow lights his watchful eyes. Skinning hair beside the warm glow. Single smoke thread pierces the plain. Snowflake melts on his weathered cheek. Moonlight silhouettes his silent vigil. Frozen fox in the snare's embrace. Warming hands deep inside the parka. Long shadows lead towards distant larch. Furback blocks the raging storm. Sparks fly from the sharpening stone. Aurora dances over the lone fire. Cracked lips taste instant forming ice. Man swallowed by infinite frozen white. Ivory yields to the patient knife. Wind roars as he crests the ridge. One fire fights the endless night. Eyelashes shatter with a slow blink. Sledge drags through deep, unyielding drift. Breath cloud lingers in perfect stillness. Kneeling at the chopped ice hole. Old scar glows in firelight memory. Crimson shadow stretches across the snowfield. Finger traces frost on the rifle. Ice overhang looms above his gaze. Sleeping upright beneath faint aurora. Steam rises from fresh, warm blood. Snow settles on motionless shoulders, rushing toward shelter in sudden whiteout. Pine tea steam freezes in air, dwarfed by canyons' frozen walls. Fire dances in the hunter's pupil. Camp scatters back into white nothing. Sinew knots tie with old skill. Frozen carcass waits in drifted snow. Dry wood found beneath the overhang. Soot symbols guard the snow wall. Footprints lead towards a distant valley. Frost feathers bloom on the hood. Rifle rises to meet distant prey. Moon paints blue shadows on snow. Bare hand tests the biting wind. Following wolf tracks in fresh powder. Tear freezes on a scarred cheek, stretching into weak returning dawn. ancient words offered to the fire. Standing at the snow amphitheater's heart, ramrod shaped from straight larchwood, walking straight into the orange sunrise, cartridges counted by touch in darkness, leaning into wind with every step, boots mended by fire's warm light. One line marks the untouched plain. Eyes track the distant roaring slide. Sunrise crowns the highest ridge. Breath turns to beard ice needles. Tiny man at the frozen world's center. Embers trace paths through the night. Head tilts toward the wolf's cry. Vast emptiness swallows the walking figure, leaning forward against the dying storm. First sunlight crowns the unbroken survivor.